Okay, so I think I can make this very, very easy for you. I recently made a video about Apple rumours and specifically the iPad, and I won't do that regularly, I promise, because rumours don't always, this is annoying, rumours don't always come true. And I've done that thing where I've waited for something from Apple because it's been rumoured, and I've wasted 6 months as a result because that thing never comes. If you're looking for an iPad now or in 2026, it probably is 2026, but who's talking to me? It probably is 2026 by the time that you watch this. Just get what you want now. Don't wait for that next thing because it may never happen. So, with that in mind, today, I'm going to give you the most basic, simple, and realistic iPad buying guide ever. I promise. We're going through all of them. We're going from the base model right through to the Pro. Let's get into it. 3 things to bear in mind before you buy any iPad. The first thing is that you can't upgrade the storage in the future unless you attach an SSD, which isn't particularly elegant. So whatever you choose now, you are stuck with. Bear that in mind. The second thing is that ProMotion, which is the high refresh rate display technology, and that is baked into every new iPhone apart from the iPhone 16e these days, is only available on the Pro iPads. That's it, the iPad Pro. You get the point. That's worth bearing in mind. And the third thing is that Apple does not include any accessories. The only thing you get in the box with the iPad, in fact, I don't even think you get the stickers anymore. You just get the USB-C cable, nothing else. So the pencil or the stylus and the case, and if you want one, the keyboard, you have to buy separately. So keep all of that stuff in mind with your budget. iPad Pro, the big daddy-o, the big iPad, particularly if you go for the iPad Pro 13-inch version. This is the 11-inch version. It comes with an M5 chip. It goes up to 2 terabytes of storage. It has the fastest connectivity. It's got the best display, and at the time of filming, December 2025, as mentioned, it's the only iPad at the moment with an OLED display and a 120 Hz ProMotion refresh rate. So it's got the best of absolutely everything, and the price does reflect that. It's obviously the most expensive iPad you can buy. It starts at $999 and goes up to a trouser wetting figure if you add all the storage and all that sort of stuff. In terms of who this is for, it's a tricky question to answer, to be honest. It's so powerful. Apple keeps putting so much power into this thing that justifying it becomes harder and harder. I think it's for one of 2 people. The first type of person who would buy the iPad Pro is the Apple fan. I'm an Apple fan, by the way. I'm not judging you at all. I think it's a wonderful thing to be if that's who you are, and you just want the best. Then who is anyone to tell you not to buy the iPad Pro? Just get it, enjoy it. The second type of person is, and this definitely isn't me, it's the type of person who can put this to use. So the M5 chip, which is incredibly capable. Even the leap from the M4 to the M5 has been significant in terms of graphics performance and obviously AI and all that sort of stuff. If you can put that stuff to use, and if you know exactly how to, then there's only one iPad to buy, and it's this one. For everyone else, keep watching. Just a very quick word from today's sponsor, which is Paperlike. This goes on to every iPad I have in this studio, which is a lot of iPads. It's basically a screen protector that does 2 things. Firstly, it protects that very expensive iPad display, and secondly, it makes that display feel like paper. Very difficult to get across on this video, obviously, but trust me, the first time that you use Paperlike, you will be mesmerized because it feels and sounds exactly like paper. And if you do a lot of writing, a lot of drawing, a lot of illustrating, if you do any kind of work on your iPad with an Apple Pencil, the Paperlike is an absolute must buy, and the 3rd generation is even easier to apply. They've got this new butterfly mechanism, which means you don't get the dust that you get on lots of other screen protectors, and getting rid of those bubbles is very straightforward. If I can apply this thing, trust me, you can as well. Paperlike is a no-brainer for me, and I think it might be a no-brainer for you. Go and check out that link in the description. The iPad Air might be the best option for a lot of people because it sits perfectly in between the iPad Pro and the base model iPad. It has the M3 chip, which is faster than most people need. It goes up to 1 terabyte of storage. It's compatible with the Apple Pencil Pro. It comes in 2 sizes, 11-inch and 13-inch. It has a fantastic Magic Keyboard option as well. And it starts at $599, which is fantastic value. Yes, That's for 128 gig. It would be nice to have 256 gig, but that's where we are at the moment. The only thing to bear in mind with the iPad Air at the moment is that it doesn't have a ProMotion display. So if you have an iPhone 17, which has a ProMotion display, and you buy yourself an iPad Air, going from your phone to your tablet will be a little bit jarring, because the tablet, the iPad Air, will feel a little bit sluggish, even though it isn't sluggish. Some people may not even notice, but if that bothers you, you have to go for the iPad Pro. Yes, in my rumor video, and this kind of illustrates what rumors are like and how unreliable they are, I did suggest that in 2026 we might get an iPad Air with an OLED ProMotion display. Since I've made that video, it seems that that may not be the case. The rumors are kind of going the other way now, so it might be 2027 by the time that we get an iPad Air with ProMotion. So it just goes back to what I said at the start of this video. Don't rely on Apple rumors. If you want the iPad Air, get it. It's a fantastic iPad, but just bear in mind it doesn't have ProMotion. And if that bothers you, get the iPad Pro. Oh, the base model iPad. I love this iPad. If you've never had an iPad before, or if you've got an old iPad where the battery or the screen is starting to die, just get this. You get the A16 chip, you get 128 gig of storage. It works with the USB-C Apple Pencil. It has a fantastic keyboard option. This is the Magic Keyboard Folio, which, as you can see, does that and does that. It's fantastic. And you get all of that, apart from the Apple Pencil and the keyboard, etc., for 329 quid or $349. It's an absolute no-brainer. Okay, no ProMotion, no Apple Intelligence. Who cares? Time for my personal favourite, the iPad mini. This is the best iPad Apple has ever made, but there is one big caveat with that, which I'll come on to in a second. It's got the A17 Pro chip. It's got the best form factor of any iPad I've ever used, because you can use it one-handed and it goes into any bag, and it even goes into some pockets as well. It's an incredibly good iPad. It's very fast. It's compatible with Apple Intelligence. It works with the Apple Pencil Pro. There's just two things to bear in mind. One, you don't get the option of an official Magic Keyboard from Apple, which I know some people do not understand, but trust me, it would be amazing. So you don't get that. And there are some, in fact, there's a lot of keyboard options, a lot of trackpad options for the iPad mini, but they're not great. I want an official Magic Keyboard for the iPad mini, please, Tim. The second thing, and this is the only time I'm going to refer back to those Apple rumors, is the fact that this one does not have ProMotion. It has a 60Hz display, and it's a bit annoying, to be honest. And given how much this costs, so it starts at $499. It's not much cheaper than the iPad Air. So you're still paying a lot of money for this. That is for 128 gig as well. And the rumor that I referred to previously is the fact that we might get an OLED ProMotion iPad mini next year. So if that's really important to you, then maybe hang on a little bit. If it's not important to you, then the other thing to bear in mind is that that might bring with it a bit of a price increase. So the iPad mini 8th generation, when it arrives whenever, may cost more than this. So if you're not fussed about ProMotion, if that doesn't bother you, and you just want this form factor with all the cool stuff that comes with it, buy it now. Guys, that is my 2026 iPad buying guide done. I'd love to hear from you now, so get involved in the comments. I'll get involved as well. And if you've been watching this channel for a long time, but you've never subscribed, you know what to do. And if you've just found me and you've enjoyed it, do the same thing. See you down there.